the game, cause see the boxing voice.
ThaBoxingvoice.com live with Omar Super O Douglas after his impressive victory over Frank ThaBoxingvoice. Talk to me about your fight. How you feeling right now?
I felt good. I feel good now. Going another 10 rounds. I wasn't shocked. I knew he was a tough opponent. I figured I could get him out of there earlier. But I did rattle him a few times. I came into his backyard and got the win.
Now, how important is it getting the knockout? Because I saw in those later rounds, could have coasted, could have boxed, but you turned the pressure on. Did you want to stop him in those later rounds?
Yes. And going into fights, I always feel like, if I let it go to the judges, it's a possibility something crazy could happen. So I fight like a man on fire because, I want to keep my O.
Speaking of that, what do you think of the 95-95 scorecard?
I thought it was a bit crazy, but it's boxing. Stuff happens. I came out with the victory though, so I can't complain.
What was the game plan going in? Because early rounds I saw you boxing, looking, I don't want to say like Floyd, but you were moving, making him miss, making him pay. In the middle rounds, you were like Chavez, just chopping him and beating him up. Did you want to box or did you want to pressure? You kind of got a hybrid style.
Right. I figured I could do it all. So later in the fight, I felt like I was the stronger guy. So I pressed the issue. Like I said, I wanted to get him out of there. So when it got a little late, I started pressing. Plus, I knew I was here, and I ain't want no close fight. I ain't wanted to go to no decision, and I ain't want nothing nothing crazy to happen. So I pressed the issue, tried to get him out of there. Fortunately, it didn't happen. Well, unfortunately, I can't say that because I won, But I did what was necessary to win the fight.
Now, you're consistently stepping up your competition. This guy only had one loss, and he had over 20 wins. Do you want to keep going? Who's some 130-pounders out there that you have on the horizon?
Anybody my people puts in front of me, I would dominate them. I'm taking it one step at a time, and later on, I want to compete for a world title. So, I want to keep on stepping it up every fight.
Are you a little bit upset that, in HBO, there's some really, with the HBO network, there's some great 130-pounders. We just had Francisco Vargas and Miura. And do you think those fights will ever happen? The premier boxing champions and HBO not working together currently?
Yeah, I feel like once I become a bigger star, it can happen because a lot of money is involved. So I'm just going to wait my turn, keep knocking these guys dead, and eventually a big fight like that may happen. Like I said, I love the position I'm in. Being part of PBC is a great thing. A lot of dudes would die to be in this position I'm in. So, I take it in stride, and I know later on down the line, bigger fights, bigger money, and hopefully I can get one of them guys. If not, I'll be fine.
Now, last question. We want to let you rest after that tough fight. You weighed in at 128.5, I believe.
Right.
Would you be able to go down to 126 for some featherweight fights, or are you comfortable at 130 pounds?
Maybe without the hair. But the hair ain't going nowhere. Hair has been here all my life. I love my hair, so if I cut my hair, I could probably make 126 easy. But I like being a 130-pounder.
We appreciate your time. If you have any social media you want to give to the Boxing Voice fans, please feel free to do so.
Thank you. I'm on Twitter. I'm super O _130KP. And on Instagram, I'm highly touted _super O.
We appreciate your time. Congratulations on an impressive fight.
See you soon.
Thank you.